So you're watching all of these self-improvement videos and podcasts, getting fired up over building an aesthetic physique, over getting a better mind, or what we all really want, a better life. Well, congratulations, you're in the game. You're trying to get the same results as everyone else. Everyone else wants the best life for them. And you're putting in moderate effort towards getting that better life. And what does that get you? Moderate results. Look, if you want to escape the rut you're currently in and actually make real progress towards the things you desire, it requires a season of intensity, isolation, and obsession, where you enter a state of complete immersion where you're working towards your goals. The typical distractions lose their grip on you. Your focus deepens. You enter a state of never-ending flow. And imagine stepping out that season of your life and looking back over the past 3 months of your life at the immense amount of progress you made. You're closer to your goals than ever before. Imagine how proud you'll feel and how shocked everyone else will be when you come back to your normal life from the state of monk mode, where you've disappeared and transformed your life with no distractions, and you're more successful, more muscular, more present, more masculine than ever before. Because for the first time in your life, everything is different. You're a different man. Now, it doesn't matter who you are. We've all had this thought about disappearing from our lives and coming back successful. Whether you're going through a breakup, you're in a job you don't like, or you just don't like your life. You do habits and things that you don't like and you try to stop it but you can't. There's this magical idea in our minds of disappearing from everyone we know, from our normal day-to-day life, going off grid and coming back the person we want to be. This is your hero's journey. This is where you go from a boy who's addicted to all these bad habits, who doesn't live the life they want, to a man who's purposeful and has completely transformed their life. Now, if you've watched Batman or The Count of Monte Cristo, you read it. This is exactly what happens to Bruce Wayne and Edmond Dantes. They disappear from their normal life, either by choice or because they're thrown in prison. And through struggle, through pain, through hardship, they become smarter. They become better fighters. They learn to sword fight. They learn how to deal with pain. And they become better men, and through that they make promises to use their new skills and their new strength in order to take revenge on the people that caused them to disappear. Through disappearing and grinding and working hard in silence, they became stronger, wiser, and more dangerous than ever before finally returning back to their normal lives successful. Every young man should disappear for a few months where they can work and focus on themselves completely without any distractions that would destroy your productivity, before returning back to your life successful, where you're smarter, more charismatic, more present, more muscular, and more skilled, where you're simply a better man. So if you're tired of average results and you want an intense burst of progress, a sprint towards the results that you really desire, watch this video till the end to learn how to create your dream life, how to disappear and come back successful. Now, if you want to have a life that's different to what the normal man lives, you have to do uncommon things. And most men never stopped to ask themselves, what do I actually want in life? They're too busy doom scrolling for hours, trying to get as much pleasure as they possibly can, desperately searching for dopamine. But that means that they have no goals or ambitions, and they don't even know what they want in life. They have no clue what they want. So if you want to transform your life, you need a compass, you need a roadmap. You need to know what you actually want to achieve, what you want your body to look like, what you want your daily habits to be, what you want people to think about you when they see you. So I want you to close your eyes and, with no distractions, ask yourself, if I died in 5 years, what would the purposeful work that I would want to have done? For me, that purposeful work that I want to do was spread the message of self-improvement, to spread the gospel of Christianity and how to improve your life through those two things. because of the effect that self-improvement and Christianity have had on my life. How they have changed me from going from a boy that had all these bad habits and was depressed to a man that I can finally feel proud of being. Ask yourself, what achievements do you want to have made in life? Ask yourself, who do you admire most and what traits do they have that you'd want to steal? Is it Hamza's ability to speak confidently? Is it Jesus' charisma? Is it David Goggins' discipline? Literally dream about, if you had no limits, what you would want to look like, what physique you would want to have, what work you'd want to do, what car would you drive, what would other people think when they saw you. This is the raw blueprint of what you want your life to look like. So now you thought basically about what you want your dream life to be. You scratched the surface, you've had some thoughts of like, I'd want to do this, this, and this. But it's just a dream right now. To make the chances of turning this dream into reality 10 times greater, you must write this next section where you realistically plan your dream life and how to get there down on paper. Because dreaming is just mental masturbation. Because you'll forget it in 5 minutes. You'll forget it as soon as you open that first Instagram reel. And what we want is not just a dream that you'll forget. We want a vision of our future life, of our dream life, that will motivate you to work hard every day, that you can look at every single day and feel this sense of potential. This sense that your life can get better. This is what you want. You want to have that hope that your life can get better, because this is what so many young men don't have nowadays. They have no hope that their life is going to get better. And that's the reason why the suicide rate, why the amount of men that are depressed is so high right now. So now we're going to plan what your life will be. Starting with you. Starting with what you look like. Starting with what you do. Now when you're trying to transform your life is exactly like the character creation screen on a video game. You know, when you can design how tall your character is, what hair they have, how jacked they are, what clothes they wear. It's just like that in real life. You can choose and design yourself to look any way you want. If you want to look like a gentleman wearing a suit, if you want to look like an Albanian gangster, if you want to look like Achilles from Troy, if you want to look like Edmond Dantes from the Count of Monte Cristo, if you want to look like Tyler Durden from Fight Club, you can choose any way that you want to present yourself. This is exactly what Edmond Dantes does in the Count of Monte Cristo after he escapes the Chateau d'If. He finds the hidden treasure and becomes one of the richest men in the world. But he's still a man who looks unkempt. He has a beard and long hair. He's spent 13 years in prison. No one would believe that he's rich and important, which was necessary in order for him to have revenge on the people that put him in prison, that stabbed him in the back. So he decided to become a count. He bought a mansion, had a very elegant party, invited all the most important people, and arrived in a hot air balloon. Immediately, he went from an escaped prisoner who no one would notice, people would run away from, to the Count of Monte Cristo, who everyone was obsessed with, just by changing the way he was presented. So you need to decide what your video game character will look like. What do you want your physique to look like? Will you be lean and muscular and disciplined? Or do you want to look more like a strong man, where you have fat, but you're jacked, you're so strong? What do you want your personality to be like? Do you want to be disciplined, calm, righteous, passionate, a Christian? What do you want your daily habits to be? What do you want your aesthetic to look like? What haircut do you want? Do you want long hair, short hair? What clothes will you wear? Work out exactly what you want to have in life. What you want to have in your future life. If you want to live like Bruce Wayne in the city, and drive nice cars and wear suits and date all the hottest girls, or you want to live in a cabin in the woods in the mountains like a rugged masculine man, the more specific you are, the stronger this identity becomes. Now that you've created your character, you have to design the perfect life where he lives every day. Where do you want to live? Ask yourself this. Do you want to live in England or in Thailand? Do you want to live near the beach, or an apartment in the city, or a cabin in the woods? Your dream place to live will dictate what lifestyle you have, and it's very different for everyone watching this. So it's very important. Even if you can't move to your dream location or house for years and years, if you know what you want in life, it will help motivate you. It will help you choose the right goals. It will help you choose the right woman. So knowing what you want in life, even if you can't get it immediately or for a few years or even for a few decades, is still very important if you want to live a life where at the end of it, you can look back and feel proud and happy for all the work you did. Ask yourself, what do you want to do every day? What time do you want to wake up? What's your morning routine? What exercise would you want to do? Do you want to do calisthenics? Do you want to do bodybuilding? Do you want to strongman? What time would you get to work? What would your work be? For example, in my dream life, I scale up this personal brand so I can entertain and inspire people whilst doing something I love, whilst also having the opportunity to retire my parents. In my dream life, I can scale this up so I can spend all of my time thinking about self-improvement and switching my life around to be the most optimal, most perfect, most productive environment there is. That's my dream life, and being able to create these videos so that I can teach you how to do the exact same. So in order for that to happen, I knew that my dream character, my lifestyle, I would need to be in a place where I can wake up early, where I can be disciplined, where I can meditate, where I can gratitude journal, where I can do these things without being too stressed out. That is my dream life, and I've planned it out and I know it. So I know what I want to do, and that's motivation for me in the future. That's motivation for me to work on this video right now. So now that you know what you want in life, you know what type of house you want, what your dream physique will look like, what your daily habits are, just realize that your dream life is not that far away. All you need to do is work out a plan of how to get there. It's so much closer than you think. You need to reverse engineer the exact steps on where to go from where you are right now to where you want to be. So if you want to be jacked, you know that you need to be in the gym training 6 times per week, using a push-pull leg split, and properly bulking and cutting. You know if you want to build a YouTube channel up, you need to be posting 4 high-quality videos per week that add a lot of value to the viewer's life, that either give them a lot of information or entertain them. You know that if you want to make money, you need to learn high income skills like content creation, sales, copywriting, and spend 2 to 3 hours per day building that business up. Figure out what you want your life to be and work out the actions that you need to do every day in order to make that a reality. And this step is where most men mess up because they write about it, they fantasize about their dream life, but they never change. They're scared to exit out of their comfort zone because humans, we're not designed to constantly leave our comfort zone because our comfort zone is what keeps us safe. It's what keeps us alive. So what you need to do is work out small ways that you can do today to get a little bit closer to your dream life. If you want to be jacked, go to the gym today. If you want to start a YouTube channel or personal brand, post your first video today. If you want to be more disciplined, do something that you don't want to do today. If you want to have better mental health, meditate and gratitude journal and go for a walk today. Pick one action that you want to do today that will get you a little bit closer to your dream life. And it doesn't matter how small that action is because momentum is built up day by day. Excellence is not in a simple act. It's not in a single act. It's a habit. It's the work that you do every single day for years and years and years. If you ever hear about an overnight sensation, it never has happened. It never happens because that person that's an overnight sensation has been working hard, doing like 10-hour days for years, but as soon as he gets successful, he's an overnight sensation. You're forgetting about the 2 to 3 years that he put in where there was no results, where no one noticed him. You're forgetting all about that. And the final step is to burn this vision of your dream life into your mind every morning. Now, you cannot casually become your dream self. It just won't happen like this. You won't accidentally wake up and be like, oh, I'm jacked. Oh, I'm rich. Oh, I live in my dream house in a cabin on the lake. It will never happen. There's never been a person that's woken up going, oh, I'm jacked. Oh, I'm rich. Amazing. Good job. No, you need to dedicate your entire life to it. You literally have to brainwash yourself into living your dream life. So every morning, read your vision, read where you want to live, what type of man you want to be, how disciplined you want to be, and visualize the man you're becoming. Literally every morning, visualize your dream house, visualize your morning routine, visualize your habits that you do. This will cause you to be obsessed, and obsession beats motivation 10 times out of 10. If you can obsess about your dream life and your dream character enough, you will never be lazy again, because every time you think of, oh, I'll watch a movie, in the back of your mind you'll be like, would my dream version of myself, would my dream character be watching a movie, or would he be working, or would he be exercising, or would he be reading? Laziness stands no chance. That cheap dopamine that they want you to be addicted to stands no chance if you literally are obsessed with achieving your dream life. Make this dream life, this goal, impossible to forget. Now, I thank you for watching, and if you learned how to disappear and come back successful, please like the video and subscribe to the Unlimited Power channel. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.